Over to Mayor Kathy Rusi.
Good morning and Happy New Year. What a great way to start off the year. Welcome to the first annual State of the City breakfast. The purpose of this event is to shine a spotlight on the City of Prescott and to let our community know what your hardworking and dedicated civil servants have accomplished for 2025. As I start my term as the new mayor and my 7th year on City Council, first I would like to introduce my husband, Dr. Tom Rusing. AKA the First Dude. And thank you, Tom, for all your support and for the sacrifices you've made being married to an elected official. And I'm sorry, dear, I had no idea what we were in for. Next, I would like to introduce our new City Council. Could our council please stand? We have Lois Fruworth, who brings experience from a Fortune 500 company, Procter & Gamble. Next to her, we have Jay Ruby, who comes from the arts and culture world. And we have Patrick Grady. He was appointed as my replacement because I had to resign to run for mayor. And he brings a lot of civic experience in community development and economic development. And we have Jim Gehring. He is a combat pilot, fighter pilot of the Vietnam era, and he is a Marine veteran and also a civil engineer. Next, we have Mary Frederickson, and she is also a veteran, a Navy veteran, and she is an attorney, and she brings a lot of experience to our council also. So, did I get everybody? Yes, and Mr. Gambogi, is he here? I don't see him. He might be running a little late, so thank you. Let's give them all a big hand. And also, I'd like to recognize our city staff. Let's give them all a big hand. They're over here. We employ over 550 people that work very hard, 24/7. This isn't a 9-to-5 job to keep the lights on and the city running down here and to keep us safe. Our theme for the event is preserving the past and ensuring a vibrant future. This flagship Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center does just that by preserving the historic Sam Hill Warehouse and the train trestle combined with a modern hotel. And we even have a free splash pad for the community to enjoy. I know a lot of you will remember that originally this area was very blighted, but with vision, and this is built upon by previous councils and staff, we're not taking the credit all to ourselves, this was many years in the making, but there was a vision and a public-private partnership, and now we have a jewel here in Prescott, providing jobs and an economic boost to the community. And now we have a second hotel project with the Shumways on the side of the old City Hall. And I invite you to the groundbreaking of the Assembly Hotel, which is next Thursday at noon. Now we will have posting of the colors by the Fire and Police Honor Guard, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Pastor Don Hurlburt of the United Methodist Church. Please stand.
Ready, hang. Ready, drop. Present. Off. Order. Off. Ready, face. Forward. March.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Dan will now do the national anthem. Now here's Pastor Dan.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, members of the council, city staff, my fellow citizens, thank you for the opportunity to be here this morning. Let us pray. Great and loving God, we thank you for this day and for the blessing of our wonderful mountain home. Daily we are awed by your handiwork. We thank you for the moisture that has swelled the creeks and flows into the lakes. And if it isn't too much, we would like some more, please. We thank you for all who love and serve this city. We thank you for calling people to service who govern, who respond to emergencies, who take care of public works and administrative tasks, and provide us with leisure opportunities. Bless them and keep them safe. And as we contemplate our history and our future, we thank you that you are in our past forgiving us, you are in our future calling to us, and you are in our present loving us. There is no greater blessing. Amen.
Thank you.
Well, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Pretty good? Not too cold? Excellent. My name is Dallin Kimball. It is my pleasure to serve as Prescott City Manager. Thank you all for being here this morning. Before the ink had dried on the election results in the Courier, Mayor Rusing met with me and told me she wanted to have this State of the City event. We hear a lot about the challenges in our city, and we're working hard to address those. But there are also a lot of really wonderful things happening in Prescott, and a lot of great progress being made. And the mayor wanted to make sure we didn't lose sight of those things too. This event was put together quickly, and I hope you'll give us some grace as we learn, but I couldn't be more excited to share with you some of the progress and achievements from the past year. I'm grateful to Mayor Rusing for her vision and support and this opportunity to do so. Just as this is our first State of the City event, our first implemented strategic plan was adopted on June 11th, 2024. It was a result of significant effort from our previous council, some of whom are here today, both current and former department heads and staff, and our consultants and managing partners over a period of many months. Thank you to all who stepped up to lead and develop this first strategic plan. I'm particularly thankful to Tyler Goodman, and I saw him here earlier, who facilitated this effort as an interim city manager and got me up to speed on the details of the plan when I was hired. It was helpful beyond words to arrive in May of 2024, just a few weeks before the adoption, and find a plan ready for my signature and council approval. It may have looked like a quick win to some, but the plan was great before I arrived, and I owe that to Tyler, the staff team, and the council members who worked hard to get it done. Now, I think you'll start to notice a trend, because the ink had not dried on that approved plan before we got to work implementing the strategies and initiatives that it prescribes. We've provided biannual updates to the council on those efforts, and we're excited to share more about what we've done with you today. Our strategic plan is an off-the-shelf plan for action, and it is a living document that can change and improve as we reach goals with changes in the mayor, council, or as the community changes. Two of the foundational statements in the plan are our city's vision and mission statements. Now, I love a good road trip, and I like to think about these statements with that metaphor. A vision statement is like the destination of your road trip. It is aspirational without changing the identity of the traveler. And just as any good road trip has a driver and a DJ and a navigator and a planner and a snack master, you gotta have all of those, and they may be the same people. Our mission statement describes our role in the journey as a city to reach our stated vision. Last year, in reviewing our strategic plan, the mayor and council decided to make some updates to our vision and mission statements. Our vision for Prescott, which we believe we share with our residents, is a thriving and scenic community in the heart of Arizona, rooted in Western heritage and hometown values, where individuals, families, and businesses enjoy outdoor adventures, vibrant cultural events, a prosperous economy, and the promise of a bold tomorrow. Our mission as the city is to enhance quality of life as stewards of our natural and built environment and through outstanding city services that engage our community, preserve our past, and ensure a safe and vibrant future. Local governments and most organizations today face all kinds of pressures that push us and pull us in different directions. Regulations, the economy, politics, media, unexpected opportunities, emergency situations, and even time threatens to push and pull us to some haphazard or unintended future. These updated statements and the strategies in our strategic plan help us lead with intention toward a shared vision for the thriving, vibrant, and bold future of Prescott. It is now my privilege to introduce 5 of our city department heads who will talk sequentially about the city's achievements organized by the 5 pillars of our strategic plan: public safety, dynamic economic environment, infrastructure, protecting and preserving the natural environment, and good stewardship. Each of the department heads will be followed by a short video so you can hear about achievements in all areas of the city. After we alternate between speakers and videos for each of the pillars, Mayor Rusing will conclude our event and inspire us for the coming year. So first, public safety. Amy Bonney serves as Chief of Police for the Prescott Police Department, bringing more than 27 years of law enforcement experience to the city of Prescott. She holds a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, a master of public administration. She is a graduate of the FBI National Academy and is past president of the Arizona FBI National Academy Associates. Chief Bonnie has served in a wide range of specialized assignments and has received numerous honors, including Sworn Officer of the Year, Supervisor of the Year, and the Medal of Valor. She is deeply engaged in the community service, leadership development, and education, serving on multiple boards, mentoring future leaders, and teaching as an adjunct faculty member at Yavapai College. Presenting on dynamic economy, we have John Heine. John serves as the City of Prescott's Economic Initiatives Director, leading the economic development efforts focused on business recruitment and retention across high-tech, manufacturing, medical, retail, and hospitality sectors. His office actively supports prospective, new, and existing businesses, and he serves on regional and state economic development and workforce boards, including NACOG and the Yavapai County Workforce Development Board. As head of Prescott's Tourism Office, John oversees the city's destination marketing organization and serves as a staff liaison to the Tourism Advisory Committee and City Council. He manages a $1 million bed tax funded tourism program and works with state and regional partners to promote Prescott's Western heritage, arts and culture, and natural amenities to a global audience. Presenting on infrastructure, Gwen Rowich serves as our Public Works Director for the City of Prescott, overseeing essential services, including capital improvement, water, wastewater, transportation, solid waste, street maintenance, fleet management, environmental services, and engineering services. She has been with the city since 2007, joining the Public Works Department in 2009, and leads short and long-range planning efforts, including the city's 5-year capital improvement program. Other service areas under her leadership include the regional transfer station, City Lakes, the water production facility, and 2 wastewater treatment facilities, and overseeing a departmental budget of approximately $120 million annually. Gwen brings more than 30 years of local government experience, having served in planning, code enforcement, and community development leadership roles in Prescott Valley and Chino Valley. A Prescott resident since 1992, Gwen is a U.S. Army veteran with a background in public affairs and broadcast journalism, and is a lifelong public servant dedicated to our community. Presenting on natural environment, Christy Diaz-Trahan is a 4th-generation Arizonan and experienced parks and recreation professional with leadership experience at both the county and municipal levels. She most recently managed Pima County's Recreation Division, overseeing regional parks, trails, and recreation programs across southern Arizona. Previously serving as Parks and Recreation Director for Oro Valley, she advanced wellness initiatives, sports tourism, and multi-generational recreational facilities. Throughout her career, she has emphasized community partnerships, inclusive programming, and aligning parks and recreation with health, economic, and environmental goals, and looks forward to continuing this work at the City of Prescott. I expect at some point we'll learn about connection from Christy. I'm learning that quickly and I love it. Presenting on good stewardship, we have Brandon Nunez. Brandon has served as the City of Prescott's Director of Human Resources since April 2022 and brings 18 years of human resource experience, including 8 years with the city. Prior to joining municipal government, he led human resources programs in emergency medical services and the shipping industry. Brandon holds PHR and SHRM CP certifications and has earned a bachelor's degree from Arizona State University, which he's very proud of, and a master's degree from Boise State University. Go Devils. A Prescott native, he is passionate about learning and development, workplace culture, and enhancing the employee experience both professionally and in the community. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you. I was so excited. I just got up and then I sat back down and I was like, the rest of the directors should stand up when they were called to, but they didn't want to do that. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for caring enough about Prescott to show up early and pretend like the coffee is stronger than it probably is. That alone tells me something that's really important about today, that this room is full of people who genuinely care about our community and care about the direction that we're going. As part of today's State of the City, I get to talk about public safety, obviously something that's very important to me. And I promise I'm going to do so without a lot of flashing sirens, or flashing light sirens, or asking anyone to do a fire drill, although the fire chief might do that. Public safety is just one piece of the bigger picture that you're going to hear about this morning, but it's a foundational one because everything else that we love about Prescott only works if people feel safe living, working, visiting, and let's be honest, driving here. One thing I like to remind people about public safety is this, that no one calls 911 because things are going great. They call because something has gone really, really wrong. And when that happens, they expect their first responders to show up quickly, professionally, and with knowledge about what they're doing. That expectation is not unreasonable, and it's the standard. And we want to meet that standard, not just basically, but with exceptional performance. So it brings me to fire protection. 2 new fire stations were part of our strategic plan, and they're not just dots on a map or bullet points on a slide. They mean faster response times, better coverage in growing areas, and firefighters arriving before a bad day gets worse. Prescott has grown beautifully, but our infrastructure has to keep up. Or we'll be relying on hope and good intentions, and those don't put out fires. Response times matter, seconds matter. Whether it's a medical call, a fire, or a crash, faster response times save lives, protect property, and help keep traffic moving so we don't all end up stuck on the same stretch of road. Which leads nicely into traffic enforcement, something that I know our community cares deeply about. But enhanced traffic enforcement isn't just about writing tickets. It's about slowing things down, keeping people safe, and gently reminding folks that Prescott is many things, but the Indy 500 is definitely not one of them. Our roads were not designed for hurry, they were designed for people. Another critical goal that we want to address is full staffing at the police department. Nationwide, public safety agencies are struggling to recruit and retain qualified police professionals, and Prescott is not immune. But we've made a conscious decision not to lower our standards. Instead, we are investing in support, training, wellness, and leadership, because tired, stretched thin first responders help no one. Full staffing means resilience for our police officers and professional staff. It means people who can do this job well and still want to come back tomorrow. And then we really need to talk about Prop 478, which deserves a moment, because Prop 478 wasn't just a vote. It was a message from this community that said we believe in planning ahead. Because of this, the City of Prescott has been able to identify and purchase land as needed, secure design contracts for 2 new fire stations, and move ahead on a new police building designed for modern public safety, not one that was built for a different era and a different job. That's real progress, the kind you can see, touch, and eventually walk through. What I love about Prescott is that we are thoughtful. We plan and we ask really good questions. We value our history, but we aren't stuck in it. Public safety isn't about reacting, it's about preparing, and it's not something we do to the community, it's about something we do with the community. So as you hear the rest of today's State of the City, I ask you to think of public safety not as a single department or not as 2 single departments or as a single goal, but as the foundation that allows everything else to thrive. Thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your support. And thank you for helping to keep Prescott the kind of place that people are proud to call home. Good morning, thank you for being here, and I promise no tickets on the way out.
Hi, my name is Amy Bonney, and I am honored to serve as the Chief of Police for the City of Prescott. Today, as part of our State of the City update, I'd like to share several key public safety highlights from 2025 that reflect our ongoing commitment to community safety, professional excellence, and responsible growth. In July, the Prescott Police Department received reaccreditation through the Arizona Law Enforcement Accreditation Program, administered by the Arizona Association of Chiefs of Police. Accreditation is a rigorous, ongoing process that confirms our adherence to recognized best practices and professional standards in law enforcement. Prescott first achieved accreditation in 2021, and this reaccreditation reinforces our commitment to accountability, transparency, and high-quality service. Using public safety tax funding, thanks to Proposition 478, the Prescott Police Department purchased a 7.5-acre parcel of land in 2025. This site will be home to a new property and evidence facility and a police substation. This investment is critical to meeting the current needs while planning responsibly for Prescott's future growth and public safety demands. People are at the heart of our public safety. In 2025, the Prescott Police Department hired 12 civilian employees, 14 sworn officers, and 2 part-time temporary staff. These additions strengthen our operational capacity, support our officers in the field, and enhances our service delivery across the department. The Prescott Regional Communications Center, our emergency response backbone, made significant advancements this year. In July, Prescott Regional Communications Center expanded from 9 partner agencies to 16, increasing the service area from approximately 1,076 square miles to more than 5,000 square miles. This expansion was accomplished with no additional staffing and no increase in operational costs, while reducing overall costs for partner agencies through shared call volume. In November, PRCC implemented a tiered fire dispatch response model, ensuring that only the appropriate resources are dispatched to each incident. This approach improves availability, conserves resources, and reduces costs while maintaining public safety. Together, these efforts reflect Prescott's strategic approach to public safety, focused on planning, partnerships, and continuous improvement. I am proud of the men and women who serve our community every day, and I'm grateful for the support of our residents, city leadership, and partner agencies. Thank you for the opportunity to share this update.
Hello, I'm Fire Chief Holger Dura, and 2025 has been a landmark year for the Prescott Fire Department. With a voter-approved public safety tax initiative, planning and implementation of many of these initiatives is well underway. Many of our accomplishments are shared results achieved with our partners in the city and the region. This year, in partnership with Prescott Regional Communications Center, we completed the implementation of emergency medical dispatching to provide immediate life-saving instructions to callers before help even arrives. We also launched RAVE ENS, a new citywide emergency notification system to keep you informed during crisis. In partnership with Community Development and Public Works, the Council adopted the 2024 Fire Code, and we've ensured regional consistency and safety for every resident. Furthermore, we've secured multiple grants to enhance our hazmat and air monitoring capabilities, ensuring we're prepared for any emergency. To deliver critical results, we must have the right infrastructure. With the support of our capital plan, we placed a new Type 1 engine, 105-foot ladder company, 2 brush trucks, and a rescue boat into service. We've also started the capital project planning for public safety tax initiative-funded projects by initiating land procurement and design for the new fire stations and a specialized training tower. Finally, a new station alerting system is due to go into service this month, which is expected to reduce the time it takes to notify firefighters, therefore resulting in quicker response times across the board to your residents. Our culture is forged by values, and this year we achieved national reaccreditation, a prestigious mark of excellence achieved through a first-in-the-nation joint governance document with Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority. From hosting citizens academies to strengthening our regional partnerships, we remain committed to transparency and service. Thank you, Prescott, for your continued support. These accomplishments are due to your support, and we are proud to continue to push forward as we work to keep our community safe.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Heine. I'm the Director of Economic Initiatives for the city, overseeing tourism and economic development, and I have a great job. I love my job because I get a chance to talk to others about our community, about everything that Prescott has to offer. For people that want to visit here, spend a few days, maybe they would also like to start a business here or expand their business or move it here. So we have a lot of great stories to tell, as all of you know, about Prescott and this region. And I am really proud of what we have to offer and the job that we can do. Part of my role in economic development is attracting businesses, inviting them to come here and see if this is a place that they want to do business. As I mentioned, we have a lot of great assets to talk about. It's not just about a building or a piece of land, but it's also about quality of life for employees. It's about having a workforce that's trained and ready to assist that business. It's about having great partners and support of those businesses when they come in. So we have a lot to offer. Some of our partners that help us with workforce development, Embry-Riddle, Aeronautical University, Yavapai College, business development and assistance with the Prescott Chamber. We have a lot of resources and we have a lot to offer these businesses when they come in. But it's not just about attracting new businesses. A lot of people don't know in economic development, the secret is about 75% of economic activity, growth, new jobs happen with existing businesses already in your community. And that's important to remember, that we've got a great business community here, several thousand businesses in the area, and they might want to grow, they might want to bring on new employees or expand their space. We want to be here to help them. And part of how we do that is we reach out, find out what their needs are. We're doing a survey currently right now, but we're also going out and reaching out face to face. So once we know what their needs are, we can help them be better and expand and create that economic vibrancy that we're looking for. With that, we have a few new initiatives. I will say that in December, early December, we brought in Economic Development Manager, Tricia Lewis, and she's joined our team. And she's brought some great energy to the office. We're starting a business retention program. She's already been out and talked to dozens of businesses, and we'll continue that to learn what their needs are and what we can do as a city to help them. We're also starting what we're calling a concierge program, or a BizLink is the name for it. This will help a business who is thinking about expanding or coming to Prescott start from the beginning. How do you open a business in Prescott? Where do you start? Who do you talk to? How do you get permits? So we're going to be putting a program together to help them walk through that process. And Trish has been great in getting that stood up. We'll have a lot more information about that in the future. Regarding tourism, again, we get to tell a great story about this amazing place that we all live, and people want to come and visit and experience it. The tourism office has a $1.5 million budget. I had to fix that typo, but we have about $1.5 million that we have that comes in through bed tax. The hotels collect a bed tax, provides it to the city, and then we use that to help promote Prescott. But we don't just use that money to promote or market Prescott. We give some of that money back to the community. Some of the bed tax dollars go to trailheads, to open space management and assistance. So some of those dollars from visitors come and help all of us have a greater Prescott. We also use some of those dollars to support events and activities. We have art fairs, music festivals, we have mountain bike races, we have events that come to town that we support with bed tax dollars. It helps us, it helps the events, it helps our community. So I'm very excited to be in front of you today. We have the video that we'll show you, but I just want to let you know that this is a great opportunity for all of us to tell our story, and I'm looking forward to doing that in the years ahead. Thank you.
Hello, I'm John Heine. I'm the Director of Economic Initiatives for the City of Prescott. I oversee economic development and tourism efforts. Here are some current statistics for Prescott. Currently, there are 19 commercial and industrial projects in development in the city. There are 7 church, school, and university projects underway, 2 medical facilities, over 1,000 apartment and rental units under development, and 2 hotels with 1 on the way. You can see there's a lot going on in Prescott. There's a major new retail, healthcare, and residential project in the works for the Deepwell Ranch area along Pioneer Parkway and SR 89. There are 2 new hotel projects currently under development, including the Assembly at Old City Hall in the downtown. Finally, a major goal for our tourism office is to maintain a balance of visitation and resident quality of life. We want Prescott to be enjoyed by all. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Gwen Rowich, Public Works Director for the City of Prescott. Thank you for having me here today to speak about infrastructure here in the City of Prescott. The City of Prescott provides many essential services: streets, water and wastewater, trash removal, and trash removal to its citizens every day. These are things we often take for granted because they just sort of happen. The water comes out of the faucet, the wastewater goes away, and hopefully the trash man is there on the day you expect him. This foundation of these quality services starts with good infrastructure that supports our healthy community and our vibrant economy here. Some of the goals in the strategic plan include the reduction of injuries and fatalities of motorists and pedestrians, as well as decreasing traffic congestion on city roadways. City's taken several steps toward working toward improving transportation safety and efficiency by implementing traffic calming measures. These include things like new signs, striping, and speed reduction strategies in several residential neighborhoods throughout the city just in this last year alone. Advanced safety measures were also put into place with the installation of pedestrian-activated flashing beacons at several mid-block crosswalks, such as Union and Cortez Street and Senator Highway and Hazley. These beacons warn drivers that pedestrians are using the crosswalk, thus enhancing pedestrian safety to these busy corridors. Traffic congestion is also an issue here in Prescott. We've implemented a signal timing coordination project on Willow Creek Road, Whipple and Iron Springs, and Highway 89. This coordinated signal timing is implemented based on the time of day and the direction of the heaviest flow of traffic. It allows a driver to maintain the speed limit to receive the benefit of not having to stop at a red light, but passing through the light when it's green. Thus, it improves traffic flow. It also encourages traveling motorists to drive the speed limit. So if you don't drive the speed limit, it probably won't work for you. Another goal of the city was to advance our regional transportation networks. The city is a participating regional partner with Y-Plan, previously known to some of you as Central Yavapai Metropolitan Planning Organization, or CYMPO. It's a big mouthful, Vinny. Thank you for changing the name. The Y-Plan Executive Board recently adopted the 2050 Regional Transportation Plan. This plan is a collaborative effort with ADOT, Yavapai County, and the towns of Prescott Valley and Chino Valley that addresses multimodal transportation needs of all of central Yavapai County. Another goal we had was to ensure safe and reliable drinking water for the community. In that effort, the first long-term water management plan is currently under development. The plan will include current supplies, potential future water supplies, and conservation strategies. It will also identify system efficiencies that may help us to sustain water supplies for a longer period of time. In addition to long-term planning of water availability, the city's water production facility and intermediate pump station project was completed in 2025. This $52 million state-of-the-art facility will provide long-term water reliability for the physical delivery of safe drinking water to this community for the next 80+ years. The last goal of infrastructure was to facilitate a range of housing options to support our workforce population. In that vein, the city developed a workforce housing committee that's been working diligently to identify workforce housing alternatives and strategies so that essential workers can live and work in the Prescott community. And my partner in community development, Chelsea Walton, has a little spot on the video where she's going to talk about that a little bit more. Thank you for your time today.
I'm Gwen Rowich, Public Works Director for the City of Prescott. In 2025, the City of Prescott's Public Works Department delivered several major improvements that protect our environment, strengthen infrastructure, and improve daily life for our community. Here's a look at what our teams accomplished this year. After 2.5 years of collaboration, engineering completed a major update to the city's general engineering standards and Quad City construction standard details. This effort included comprehensive revisions to water, wastewater, and transportation standards, plus a new chapter supporting fiber installation across the city.
More than 150 construction details were updated, including Prescott's first ever micro-trenching standard, helping ensure smarter, more consistent infrastructure projects well into the future. Transportation Services completed several projects focused on safety and traffic flow across the city. On Serafina Drive, crews installed new traffic calming features, including a 4-way stop sign, updated striping, signage, and pavement markings to improve safety for residents and pedestrians. Along Montezuma Street, Whipple Street, and Iron Springs Road, a major traffic signal interconnect project now allows signals to communicate and coordinate timing, improving traffic flow during peak travel times. And finally, on Shemmer Drive, new speed humps, striping, and signage help slow traffic and promote safer driving along this important corridor, serving both residential and commercial areas. The capital program team successfully delivered the Stetson Road, Harton Avenue, and Daniels Drive pavement improvement project, a $1.48 million investment. The project included full-depth pavement reconstruction, intersection upgrades, and drainage improvements, extending the life of these roadways and improving driving conditions. Street Maintenance celebrated a major milestone with the opening of its new 15,000 square foot operations building. This facility provides indoor equipment storage, workspace for staff, records management, and an all-weather workshop. It improves efficiency, protects city staff and assets, and gives our team a centralized home designed to support operations. The Water Division completed 2 new pump stations that significantly boost Prescott's water delivery capacity. The Chino Valley Water Production Facility can now supply 18 million gallons per day, while the intermediate pump station can deliver up to 21 million gallons per day into the city, strengthening system reliability and future water security. From protecting our lakes to rebuilding roads, improving safety, and securing our water future, the Public Works Department remains committed to serving Prescott every day.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Walton, Director of Community Development for the City of Prescott. The city is undertaking an update to its long-term water management plan. This plan will evaluate existing water supplies, future demand, and long-range sustainability strategies. It will serve as a guiding resource across city departments, providing continuity, stability, and regular updates as conditions change. In addition to long-term planning, Prescott continues to invest in practical water conservation tools for residents. From the water rebate program to the launch of Ion Water technology, the city offers a range of programs to help customers monitor usage, conserve water, and reduce costs. Together, these efforts reflect our commitment to thoughtful growth, efficient service delivery, and responsible planning for Prescott's future. Workforce housing has been a key focus for the city as we work to ensure that our community remains affordable, accessible, and supportive for local workers and their families. Thus, housing affordability continues to be an important topic for our community, and the city has been taking thoughtful, deliberate steps to better understand local needs and identify realistic, long-term solutions. In the spring of 2024, the City of Prescott accepted a $200,000 grant from the Arizona Department of Housing through the State Housing Trust Fund. This grant supports development of a local jurisdiction affordable housing plan with a focus on housing options for Prescott's workforce. Following City Council approval, a consultant was brought on to complete grant deliverables, including a comprehensive housing needs assessment. Community input played a critical role in this process. Throughout 2025, the city conducted multiple community engagement efforts, including a well-attended workforce housing forum. A community-wide housing survey gave residents the opportunity to share their experiences and perspectives. Over the summer, the consultant conducted stakeholder interviews with employers, housing providers, and community partners to better understand local challenges and barriers. In September, the completed housing needs assessment was presented to City Council, providing data-driven insight into Prescott's housing supply, demand, and affordability conditions. Building on that work, City Council approved the Workforce Housing Policy Framework in November. This framework establishes clear policy direction and guiding principles for addressing workforce housing in Prescott. The next phase of this effort is focused on implementation. In January, the consultant will provide City Council with an update on the strategic housing plan currently in development. This plan is designed to complement the adopted policy framework and translate those goals into actionable strategies and implementation steps. This is a long-term effort grounded in community input, reliable data, and thoughtful planning. The city remains committed to transparency, collaboration, and continued public engagement as this work moves forward. If you have questions or would like more information on any of these topics, we're always happy to help. Thank you for taking the time to stay informed and for partnering with us as we continue to serve the Prescott community.
Earlier this morning, you heard what our mission was, our vision. The first sentence in our mission talked about quality of life. In the world of parks and recreation, we can be boiled down into one word, and that word is connection. All of the work that we do connects people to people, people to nature, and people to community. I'm Christy Diaz-Trahan, the City of Prescott's Parks and Recreation Director, and thrilled to be here. Thank you, Mayor, for including me in this presentation. Strategic priority number 4 is preserving and protecting the natural environment. In calendar 2025, we had a lot to accomplish, and now we have a lot to enjoy. Nearly 10,000 hours of work was put in to build and maintain our trail system, and by and large, the majority of that was done by our volunteer program, the Over the Hill Gang. That resulted in 7 miles of brand new trails, 144 miles of well-maintained trails, and the start of building trails at Glassford Dells. In June, we had the opportunity to open a new trailhead, and that trailhead was partially funded by a grant from the Arizona State Parks, as well as a partnership with SIMPO, currently known as the Yavapai Plan, as well as Yavapai County. Speaking of the Yavapai Plan, they are taking the lead on a regional trails plan as well as a regional resources plan to address, have to check my notes, what they're addressing. Wildlife corridors. And the City of Prescott is at the table. We are part of that connected environment. The great thing that happened this year, on August 4th, our community supported Proposition 484, Open Space Charter Amendment, protecting 2,746 acres of natural parkland in perpetuity by 84%. In 2026, this year, we will be launching a Park and Recreation Master Plan update. And the goal is to have an entire system that our community will embrace and our visitors will enjoy, so that way they can connect. Enjoy the video.
Hello, I'm Christy Diaz-Trahan.
Hello, I'm Christy Diaz-Trahan, your Recreation Services Director. The city secured an $80,000 grant for roadway improvements at Goldwater Lake and began a comprehensive update on the Parks and Recreation Master Plan. Conceptual designs were also finalized for West Granite Creek Park focused on access, restoration, and long-term use. Across the park system, we made targeted investments. Improvements moved forward at Ken Lindley, Pioneer, Heritage, and Willow Creek Parks, including lights, restrooms, field repair, irrigation, fencing, and playground upgrades. At Watson and Goldwater Lakes, infrastructure improvements addressed restrooms, parking, and water quality with additional projects planned. Prescott's trail system remains one of the community's most valued assets. Staff, forestry crews, and our beloved Over the Hill Gang volunteers managed 146 miles of trails across 5,500 acres, supporting more than 1 million visitors. Work included new trail construction, maintenance, fuels mitigation, forestry, and hazardous tree removal. Overall, 2025 was a year of solid work and measurable progress. These efforts reflect the dedication of city staff, the support of volunteers, and a shared commitment to maintaining and improving the places our community use every day.
Good morning. My name is Brandon Nunez. I'm the HR director for the City of Prescott, and I'm here to introduce the topic of good governance. You may be wondering why, of all staff members, the HR director is the one speaking on good governance, but the answer is simple. Local government is people-centered. It's our workforce, our leadership, and residents like you that are all at the heart of how we govern. And so I'm going to talk about some key principles of good governance and how they apply in local government. The first is through transparency. Good governance requires local government to actively involve citizens in their decision-making and to operate openly. And why this matters, HR people are big into the why, so I'm going to tell you why it matters, all right? Why this matters is because when people are informed and involved, decisions better reflect real community needs and helps build public trust. The second key principle of good governance is effectiveness and efficiency. When good governance also means using public resources wisely to deliver quality services. And why effectiveness and efficiency matters for you is that effective and efficient governance improves services, it strengthens accountability, and ultimately enhances quality of life in our community. The third key principle is excellence. Excellence in public service is the consistent pursuit of the highest standards of integrity, competence, and impact when serving the public good. And why this matters is that excellence means prioritizing the needs and well-being of the public over any other interests. Decisions are guided by our social benefit. So in closing, good governance in local government builds trust, improves services, and brings decision-making closer to you, the people. When we govern well, we create stronger communities and a better future for everyone we serve. And through this video, we're going to highlight 2 examples of how the city is demonstrating good governance.
Hello, I'm Lars Johnson, Finance Director for the City of Prescott, and I'd like to take a few minutes to highlight some of the Finance Department's accomplishments, calendar year 2025. I will focus on 3 key areas: transparency and public engagement, operational efficiency, and financial excellence, all with the goal of serving our residents responsibly and effectively. One of the biggest priorities this year was making the city financial information more accessible and easier to understand. We launched the OpenGov Transparency Portal, which gives residents greater access to financial information and a clearer picture of how city resources are used. This platform is designed to promote openness and help build trust through easy-to-navigate visual information. We also introduced OpenGov Budgeting. It's a modern, user-friendly way to present the city's annual budget. This tool improves how we communicate budget information. Together, these tools represent a significant step forward in how we share financial information and engage with the community. Through the Ion Water app, customers can monitor their water usage in real time, identify potential leaks early, and support conservation efforts. This project is a great example of how technology can empower residents while improving city operations. Finally, I'm proud to share that the city continues to demonstrate a strong commitment to financial excellence. The city received the GFOA Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for the fiscal year 2026 budget, marking our 24th consecutive year earning this recognition for high-quality budget preparation. We also earned the GFOA Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the city's fiscal year 2024 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report, representing our 43rd consecutive year receiving this award. In addition, the city achieved a clean audit for fiscal year 2025, reflecting strong internal controls, sound financial management, and compliance with all applicable standards. We will be applying for the GFOA award for the fiscal year 2025 report as well. These accomplishments reflect the dedication and professionalism of the finance department team and our strong collaboration with departments across the city. We remain committed to transparency, efficiency, and responsible stewardship of public resources, and we look forward to continuing this work in the year ahead. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Melissa Orr, Library Director for the Prescott Public Library. Today I'm sharing highlights from the Prescott Public Library's work in 2025. One of the library's most meaningful milestones this year was our 50th anniversary of the Goodwin Street building. The celebration included special programming and outreach throughout the year, culminating in the Fest in the West, a community event held on the library grounds. That event brought together city departments, volunteers, friends of the library, and local organizations, welcoming more than 3,000 community members. Thank you for being part of another successful year at the Prescott Public Library.
Thank you, everyone, for attending and showing an interest in your local city government. Before you leave, I would like to thank our sponsors, the Hilton Garden Inn, Dignity Health, the Democratic Women of Prescott, Arizona, Arizona Public Service, the James Family Foundation, and Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Thank you very much for your support. And let's give a round of applause for the City of Prescott for their hard work and dedication. And now, don't forget the groundbreaking at noon at the Old City Hall location on Thursday, next Thursday on the, what day is that? The 22nd. Hope to see you. It was going to be last Thursday, but we were snowed out. So thank you. Have a wonderful year, and we'll see you all downtown having fun.